What's up, everybody? It's your favorite disappointments, favorite nerd, and today we are looking at this guy. This is some sort of Optimus Prime. Is a Beast Wars thing, right? Trans metals, maybe? I don't know. The company is TransArt. I needed to look a couple things up to make sure that mine was as it was supposed to be, and I can tell you, when you look up TransArt, it's hard to get to this figure. But that's neither here nor there. This is on loan to me from Nathan. Shout out to him. I hope that him and I remain friends after this review, because I have a feeling it's not going to go super well in terms of what I have to say about this. But who knows? I'm sure he knows what time it is with me. Jeepers Creepers, this thing is disappointing right out of the box. But that doesn't mean that we're not going to talk about it. In fact, it means quite the opposite, but in order to do so, we need to talk about accessories. For starters, you get these two doodads, and they're decoed quite nice. To be fair, most of this figure is decoed quite nice. Completely painted, the black accents are added, they open up and this one piece slides out. It does a number of things, but one of them is they'll clip on to the shoulder here by pegging in, and I probably should have done the other one first, but to the two pieces here, so that you have the shoulder mounts. They can also be stored on the back of the forearm by pushing this section into the back of the forearm and then plugging into the two pegs on the side. While we're on the topic of doodads, he comes with two extra wings, sculpted nicely and once again fully painted. They go into the back of his leg here. I don't think it matters which one, but you know, there you go. He comes with a number of different faces. We have the speaking face, which is really not the best, but once again decoed beautifully, the blue chrome, and then the metallic silver and metallic green. We got a kind of morose looking monkey face, which is blue chromed, and then we have the red eyes. We got another speaking face, blue chrome, metallic silver, metallic green, and then we have two different helmets. They don't look all that different to me, but what do I know about this stuff? And then on the back, there's that, and then they have the silver deco on the sides. I don't know. Options. It's good to have options, right? Once again, I like subtle differences with faces. I like subtle difference with faces. I don't like this like kind of extravagant stuff. Just give me some smirks, give me some grimaces, give me little stuff. You know what I mean? Nothing too extravagant. It's my particular choice. It also comes with a display stage. You can use this armature here. And then this armature here, this pegs in, and it's a tight little fit, by the way, so to speak, and then that will peg in to there, and then this will rotate, and then in vehicle mode, there's a little port there for the peg, and I'll have a picture of it or something, but that's how it pegs in and holds it. Also, gimmicks-wise, this thing here is supposed to light up just by turning it. But mine's not working. I'm not sure if the batteries are dead. Supposedly it comes with batteries. I don't know. Maybe it didn't come with batteries. I have no idea. It's not working either way, for me anyway. So I would imagine it's nice if you can get it to work. Technology, am I right? All right, so let's talk about this guy. And I got news for you. First and foremost, the thing that's most striking to me is the plastic quality. It doesn't feel great. It feels like a dollar store toy to me. Not good. Not good at all. The head, once again, decoed beautifully with the blue, silver, green. It's on a ball peg. You get up to there, down to there, a little swivel, confuse Optimus look, all that works nicely. There's also this creature feature here on the back where you can have the guns pop out with a little push of the button. It doesn't work great for robot mode. Also, a lot of this doesn't stay stuck in kind of properly. And on top of that, the waist has a tendency, due to the weight, to kind of flip-flop around. So he's like, hey, the mambo sauce, you know what I mean? Not the best. Waist swivel, ab crunch. Gets you good range over. Let's see what else. Blue chrome looks great. Orange plastic looks awful. This little paint app here is okay. Translucent thing here, we'll talk about that a bit more later. I think that's it. Shoulders, they do extend out to get the arm up to there, and obviously you don't have to have this piece on here, but they'll get up to there. And there's actually, like, you can even extend at the bicep a bit. There. So if you were trying to get straight out to the side, you can do it. And the wings rotate obviously as well, so you can have whatever look you like there. And then they go around, and they even get you a little bit of a butterfly joint just from the way that they operate, which is nice. All right. I don't even know what the front and back is of this thing. Okay, so bicep swivel. It's in there right above the elbow. Once again, really nice maroon chrome. And they also give you like a cloth to clean the prints off of. They also give you little gloves, but they're far too little for my hands. Elbow, double jointed with a great range. I think it's, yeah, double jointed with a great range. And then we get to the little bit of silver paint there. Looks good. We get to the hand. We have a wrist swivel, a hinge in and out. The thumb hinges and then has a secondary and tertiary hinge. And then the fingers are on ball pegs at the base knuckle and then have a secondary and tertiary hinge. So they're fully posable. They're huge hands. And, you know, their proportions are wonky on this guy, but I think they look pretty bad in the show too. So I guess I get it. But you add on top of that the build is kind of awful and the plastic quality isn't great either. And it all kind of starts falling apart on you. All right, so let's get these out to the side. We have hips. Oh, we have a little bit of airbrush paint there too. Full Van Damme on a ratcheted joint. Full Monty pretty much. Pretty good. Thigh swivel. It's a double jointed knee, but you kind of have to, you don't really get a whole lot out of both, but you can get it past 90 degrees. I think that that's okay. The knee pads will move for you too. Let's see. Ankles. You get ankle tilt up, ankle tilt down, they're ratcheted. You get a rocker and you get a toe hinge and you get some pretty nice paint, and the feet are die cast. So all of that works well. And then, oh boy. I just lost a finger, but there he is from the back. This is not great. It's not a great figure here. Okay. Size comparison wise, there he is with Magic Square Prime. So he's big, you know, he's large. He's a large figure. I'm not sure if that means much to you, but if it does, then that's a good thing. All right, let's get this guy transformed. And also there's kind of like a cheat for an additional butterfly joint if you start unpegging this stuff. Which I used for some pictures and stuff, but whatever. It doesn't matter. So spin the head 180. Spin the waist 180. Come around to the legs. Sit the legs inside of the shins or calves. Open up all this stuff here. This comes down. This comes up. This comes up. The hat comes off. Just fix it. This top piece here slides up, and then female, male collapses back together. And then this collapses back, and this piece sits on top of it so that basically, and we can spin this too. This peg here will sit and peg into the top of that. So do what you gotta do to get this up and then this over, and then male, female, pegged in. All right, now tuck this head into the backpack, and then you can bring your monkey head up and collapse the chest, make sure it's all tight. Only thing left is the arm. So unpeg from here if it hasn't done so already, and then spin around until it meets up with another peg where it pegs in and just makes a little bit more sense, right? Same for this side, unpeg, rotate around, peg back in. Then you can take your shoulder pads off. They're going to go into the forearm like we showed you in the opening footage when we talked about accessories, so you can handle that on your own. And then we got to fix these arms, right? So let's get them so that the shoulders are up, and then we'll spin what's appropriate to get the elbow where we need it to be, and then we can spin the hand and then flip the thumb up the other way, right? Which is probably the most clever thing about it. Same here. Open the hand, flip this up the other way. You can spin your wings up, I believe, and that's basically him. I'll get him cleaned up. We'll take a look at him. Yeesh. And there he is, right? Articulation is the same, except you've lost the knee pretty much, so no need to go over that, which is nice for me. I will show you real quick what he looks like next to Tiger Tracks, just so we can get that out of the way. And I think it looks okay, you know, I guess. Like, it looks stronger than the robot mode, I suppose. The head, I guess we should talk about the articulation. That is on a ball peg and a hinge, so you can get up to there, which is nice. And then down, and then a swivel, back and forth. You know, like this actually works for me a bit better, but I'm an ape fan. I'm partial to them, you know. And I don't know, like, cause I think he walked upright more so like a human than an ape, but I think it looks a little bit more menacing when you have like the knuckles curled, like he's, you know, like a proper gorilla. But, you know, I don't know. It's fine, I guess. It's more secure than the robot mode, probably because you're using the ab crunch, so like it stays, you know, much more solid. So it's got that going for it. All right, let's keep it moving. So we're gonna connect. Oh, I think you're supposed to leave this, but we're gonna connect this here at his lower legs, and then you can collapse again if you'd like, and curl the toes up. You know, like I make them do, you know what I'm saying? And then we're going to rotate the arms up. And I don't really know how this is supposed to go. Maybe it's like this. I'll try to find a picture of it or something, but it doesn't do much, I'll be honest with you. You know. It doesn't, this mode works perhaps arguably even less. Spin your back wings. Let's see here. This whole section has to unplug, spin around. This comes down, turn the monkey face around with the clowns from out of town. And I'm not exactly sure how this is supposed to go. Maybe these little notches here are pegging into these black tabs here. That seems to kind of work. Spin your gun. Collapse that back, I think. Ugh, it's a mess. But that's basically it. I guess you can get your wings out to the side. I don't know how this is supposed to go, but that's basically it. I just got to clean it up, which I will do, and we'll take a look at it. And I mean, there it is. Basically, you can probably configure the hands differently. There's a couple things that are like, there's some wiggle room as to how you do it. You know, you can maneuver the wings around. You know, come on, man. Stop it. Stop it, TransArt. What are you doing? I mean, this is a joke. Yeah, not good. You can open up this. There's that. Oh, yeah, I guess one other thing. There it is with Tiger Tracks. So it's huge. Once again, it's got that going for it. If that's a thing for you, it can do that. It can be big, so to speak. All right, last mode. Flip these wheels down, and they peg in this peg here to there on both sides. And open up your chest here, your armatures rather. You can get this up and out of the way. Get this up and get this wheel out. And then head underneath. And then this has to come back down and plug into your blue pieces. And then this is the only thing that's left, which is a little goofy, but this whole thing is goofy. This has to collapse back, but this has to get out of the way. So, let's see what we can do here. So get that angled back. There. And then this piece comes up and over and once again pegs into the top like we did for the monkey mode. There. And then that, make sure this is all locked in. And then your last remaining thing is to bring this down, rotate the hands up, make sure that you have enough space, and you have a peg on each side of the arms that goes into the wheel. And I mean, that's basically it. You can flip these back. I don't have it pegged in quite right, but that's how that works. So I'll clean that up and we'll come back and take a look at it. And I mean, there it is. It rolls. You can use your turret and that can turn. This is a little heavy, honestly, for this armature here, but you can get it posed right. It rolls. You know, you can have these angled however you want. You know, goofy, right? But it did it. And then there it is next to Tiger Track, sitting next to it. You know, yikes. All right, let's do some final thoughts. Negatives wise, I'll start with the most noticeable negative about it by far, which is that the materials feel awful, awful. Like the plastics on it or just feel like a bath toy or something. Like they just feel like a kid's toy. It feels like something bought out of the dollar store. It doesn't feel good. Next up, the build. It's kind of a floppy mess. There's a few things that work kind of properly. For instance, the lower body in robot mode, and that kind of carries throughout. But the upper body is just not built all that well. The proportions are wonky, but that's true to the character, so whatever. And the transformation is fine. It's simple, which of course is a blessing for me, but it also yields kind of lousy results because it's so simple. Where the only thing that kind of works is the gorilla mode. To be honest with you, that's the only mode that really works at all. The robot mode doesn't really work. The jet mode doesn't really work. I would say that the car mode is like second and ape mode is first. And then getting some of the tabs and stuff to stay stuck in is also kind of a chore. Look, this thing is not good. It doesn't mean that there's nothing good to say about it, though. It's decoed beautifully. It really does feel like somebody went and bought the cheapest toy they could and then sent it to somebody that does really great custom paint jobs and chrome work and painted and chromed it beautifully. That's how it feels. And I also think it's nice that they included the little wipe for you to wipe the fingerprints off the chrome. I think that's a nice gesture. I mean that honestly. I like that it comes with a display stand for an awful looking jet mode, but it comes with it and I dig that. And I like I said, the gorilla mode and the car mode is okay. To add on top of that, the articulation is pretty good, especially for how wonky the proportions are, both for ape mode and robot mode. So that's another bonus. Do I recommend this? Absolutely not. This is bad. This is not only the worst toy I've looked at this year so far, and you know, we're only a month in, but this is the worst toy I've looked at in some time. It's just cheap, and it feels cheap. I wonder what the price tag is of it. I'm gonna look it up real quick. $115. It doesn't, I mean, this feels like a $50 toy. This is bad. I do not recommend this. Skip this. Nathan, come on, stop it. Cut it out. Enough with this already. Invest in crypto coin or something. This is terrible. Love you, buddy, but no, this is no, stop it. Enough. Somebody's got to intervene here. Not good. Thanks for listening. Thanks for watching. Until next time, take care.